Hello everybody, this is Wish and Well. Welcome to the show. My name is Wish. It's my tag. My name is Bruce Choisi. I am doing a show called Wish and Well for the next 21 episodes, 20 episodes actually. 21st episode will be the conclusion of the show, and it'll probably only be a few minutes, but the show is basically going to be about, just deep concepts. Nothing too extravagant, nothing too, spectacular, maybe somewhat stellar still, on the other side of the coin. On the other hand, the show could be very enlightening. Want everyone to tune in and feel as if they could take at least a little slice from the show at any given point in the episode. You don't actually particularly have to listen to it from the beginning to end. You could listen to it any time. I think if you walked into a room and your buddy was playing this video on YouTube, you could still join in on the conversation. So anyway, without further ado, the show is called Wish and Well. My name is Wish. I'll be your host for the next 20 episodes plus one conclusion. Today's topic is love, which is kind of an interesting topic, only because a lot of people kind of get on the edge of their seats with this concept, don't they? Like, they just kind of sit on the edge of the chair waiting for something to happen, something to start going wrong so they can save the day, right? So they can presume to just kind of waltz into the scene and say to themselves and everybody else, in the form of an announcement, I have more to this story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have more to add to the theme. And I think that love is something that is really not something that you go without. If I could be so bold as to assume that everybody that love is fully within reach, within arm's reach. Isn't the moon in that regard? In theory, can we see what is too big? When we look at the moon, normally we'd be on it. We wouldn't be able to see it. And I think love works in kind of retrospect manner. You take a concept like love, right? And you look in the mirror and you say to yourselves, well, today is going to be a good day because I'm going to find somebody and meet somebody, and I'm going to fall in love, So you leave the house and you lock the door behind you, and what happens? The lights go dim, things go quiet in the house, and they wait for your arrival as you're going about your day and all kinds of, sorts and cahoots. And when does love happen? Does it happen right then and there in a drop of a dime? Is it the red herring? Are we late for kind of some kind of destiny? For an important date? I don't know. What happens if we miss it? What happens if we miss the opportunity to seize the day today? What happens to us as individuals? I'll tell you what happens. Not a whole lot, really, in my opinion. Only because it works that what doesn't happen when we fail in love, what also happens when we succeed. Because love is torrented. It's something that is compound. It's a compound interest. It's not really that common, but it's compound. You get a concept like that, and if we miss love today, I guarantee you it'll only take at most 2 more days to find that love. It's also kind of sad in a sense, because that also means to me as an individual that I could go out in the world and presumably choose to just not meet somebody to love today. Now, how does that sound? Does that sound like something we want to do? Don't we as consumers do that every day with products? Going to extremes, how would the Lord feel if we took his material possessions, for granted? Do we take the ball for granted when we're playing soccer? Do we take the ring for granted when we're exchanging vows? After all, it's not the ball that we're after in the game. It's the win, the victory, the goal, the accomplishment. It's not the ring we're after in a marriage, is it? No, it's the person, the ring bearer, right? But what happens with love? Does it elude us, folks? It might. What if it does? It's an interesting question. People, you take into consideration time, and deep time for that matter, and where does love play in in all this scientific hoo-ha, and humbug, who's rubbing elbows with the stars there, And the question to that lies in the eye of the beholder. You know, you take a concept like love and you kind of throw it out there as if it was the daily news. You know, and you know, as you should, you know, as an individual, as an observer, you know, you put yourself forward in life as a constituent, as a contestant. You know, it's healthy competition, isn't it? You know, but I don't think that, for instance, if you didn't meet somebody today, say you were 5 minutes late for work, which ended up being 30 minutes all in all after traffic and after you actually got there, you know, and your work happens to be a food restaurant, hospitality industry, you know, you might have met somebody as a guest that day. You may have exchanged phone numbers. What if you didn't? What happens? That's an interesting question. You know, I think the topic of today's show kind of sheds a little bit of light on that. You know, it's all in the conversation. It's all in what happens. It doesn't mean that, you know, you need, you know, to start things over and start fresh, you know, and have another chance. You know, it doesn't mean a second chance. You know what it means, folks? It means that all in all, even though you as a person thought it was a great idea to fall in love with that person, someone along the line, someone higher, someone up there probably thought that maybe you didn't need to meet that person, and then you have to get over the whole concept. You didn't even meet this person. But this is how deep love is, folks. This is the taken web of lies that we weave and that we tell so that we can read them, so we can sew a better picture. You know, I think that getting over love concepts, getting over love is just like growing up. I think it's for adults. You know, adults, there's a common misconception that adults don't grow up anymore, that growing up only goes into adulthood, it doesn't go throughout. And that's really a rotten kind of paradigm, only because, you know, it facilitates the growth patterns of rebellion and revelation rather, but it also kind of wears at the wheels for you know, concepts like enlightenment, because it says to us that we're not ready. You know, we're not old enough, you know, to make that next step. You know, this is where it's at. We're figuring this out now. We're working on this kind of a problem at this capacity. You know, it's going to take this long, you know, which would be the terms that we would have to explain ourselves in, as opposed to maybe saying to ourselves, okay, well, you know what, let's work on a concept that's more ballpark, that's more accurate, that's more attuned, you know, to us, like our personal opinions. You know, how do they fit into love? Well, I'll tell you how. They fit like a glove. You know, those are the holders of the facade of love. You know, those are the material possessions. You know, we take our opinions and we form them into the perfect structure, and then sell them like figurines that are worth hundreds and hundreds of years, you know, more than our own lifetime. I mean, love would extend into generations to come if we had met the generations and made contact. Doesn't matter where we go after that. We made contact. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you with that. So that's kind of how the show's gonna go. Basically, it's gonna be an introduction, the topic, and then just basically the rant and rave. I'm gonna do the rant and rave over some music. Hope everybody enjoys it. A lot of the shows are gonna be very similar in formula and format. So with any questions or you know, insights you may want to, you know, drop, leave them below. You know, don't forget to click the like button and hit subscribe. I promise you I won't charge you too much money. I'm just kidding. It's absolutely free. YouTube does not charge for subscriptions. All it is basically just like a wall for Facebook. It just updates you on the new videos that are posted for that channel that you subscribe to. So go ahead and click that button if you want to. And I hope everyone has a stellar day. Good day, great day, awesome day. Peace.